welcome back to the SUPES channel. My name is Matt Ramos, and on this channel I aim to entertain, inform, and inspire using the topic of discussion as always, which is superheroes. So guys, your boy is back in LA. I had an awesome time over there in Hawaii. It was my first time going there and it was so much fun, but now I'm back. I'm ready to grind. Tonight I'll be attending the world premiere for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. So my next video dropping on this channel will be my Shang-Chi non-spoiler reaction. So guys, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification on my channel to get notified when these videos come out. And now I wanted to bless you guys with an exclusive interview with the head writer and director of Marvel's What If. The show already debuted its first episode with Captain Carter, and now episode 2 is coming out this week. But I wanted to share this interview with you guys because they gave us a ton of awesome information and answered a ton of our questions regarding the multiverse, the show's connection to the greater MCU, and the potential of us seeing some of these variants that we're seeing explored in this show on the big screen. So without further ado, guys, please make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification on this channel, and enjoy this interview. What's up, guys? Welcome to the 1-2. I'm Matt Ramos.
And I'm Brad Lambert.
And today we're sitting down with the director and head writer of Marvel Studios' What If, Bryan Andrews and AC Bradley. Both of you, welcome. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Look, Matt and I had the opportunity to watch the first 3 episodes of this show, and we were completely blown away.
Awesome.
It felt so familiar, yet so unique with all the twists and turns that left us completely speechless multiple times. So congratulations to you guys on the release.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Bryan, my first question goes to you. At the end of Loki, we saw the multiverse be sent into madness. So I wanted to ask you, is this show canon to the MCU? And are we seeing all of these alternate realities explored that were created at the end of Loki?
Well, I think, yeah, the multiverse is canon because they're all valid. You know what I mean? They're all out there. They're all real. It's just which one are we happening to watch, at the time. So yes, infinite possibilities. It's all canon for sure.
AC, now having said that, did Marvel have a specific plan for you to introduce specific variants of characters because we may see them in upcoming projects, maybe Multiverse Madness?
Actually, so animation, I always joke, is a medium of patience. I started working on What If back in October of 2018, while they were still developing Doctor Strange 2 and Loki. So we were kind of told, go play in the multiverse, show us what is possible. So my kind of mandate was to have fun, don't do anything plot-wise that we're doing in the movies, but take these characters and explore them in new and fascinating and hopefully fun ways.
Mm-hmm.
And AC, what was the creative process like for coming up with what if stories that have never been told before?
Well, I always joke that what if was usually the last question I asked. With, for example, episode 3, our Nick Fury episode, it was kind of taking a step back and looking at the man himself, Nick Fury, who is what? He's an iconic silhouette. He is a man of secrets and he knows everything. He's the original BAMF. I was like, let's show him having a crisis of faith. Let's show him having the world's worst week. Let's see what happens when all his plans for the Avengers Initiative kind of get derailed. It's a reconfirmation of faith episode. Well, once I knew that's where I was going, then it was more fun just finding parts of the MCU and those classic movies of Hulk, Iron Man 2, and Thor that then kind of build around that idea and was kind of creating a puzzle. So that was the most fun for me, was taking these iconic characters, kind of going with him underneath the trench coat, it's going behind the shield, through the arc reactor, and finding out what makes them tick, and then testing it and playing with it. Because the reason the MCU is so popular isn't just the thrills and the chills and the coolness. It's, we see ourselves in these characters. We see our own stories reflected.
Mm-hmm.
Bryan, this show is bringing back a ton of characters that we know and love, but are there plans to introduce any new characters in the MCU utilizing this show?
One of our mandates was we couldn't introduce anyone that hadn't already been introduced in the movies proper. So we couldn't like, pull out some random character from the comics and be like, boom, even though we were like, hey, can we do the thing? And that's when like Kevin's kind of like, no, don't go there. So that's cool. Now, having said that, there are some episodes where we just need some other ancillary characters that we create, because supporting role or whatever, there's other people that pop up, but they're not necessarily like hardcore Marvel, like they exist, So, but I think might be some Easter eggs in there here and there that have been allowed, so you can watch for that type of stuff. But for the most part, yeah, there won't be any crazy new reveals of like first time only in this is this person. We weren't allowed to quite go there.
All right. Fair enough.
Awesome. And Bryan, this is a show that could definitely continue for multiple seasons as we continue to explore the multiverse. So as of right now, how many more seasons do you guys have planned?
Well, as of right now, we're allowed to state that basically, kind of like there's a second season in the works. We had a lot of stuff left over from the first one just because it was embarrassment of riches. They were like, here, give us 30. And we're like, here's 30. And then we'll whittle it down to 10. And then Kevin was kind of like, here's my 14. You guys can figure out the 10. I still love kind of like just about everything you have here, which is a testament to our writing staff as well. And it's like, we just all nerded out and we got a lot of cool stuff. So some of it does transfer over, but we also want to play with different stories and different parts of the phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe that we didn't play with the first time. So we didn't get to straight up use all of those ones, because we got new ideas based on other movies that were kind of coming.
Sure.
So yeah, there is a little bit more fun on the way, but if the fans love it and yell about it enough in a positive way, who knows? Maybe there'll be more. I don't know.
Well, Bryan, AC, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. And all the fans watching, don't miss Marvel Studios' What If on Disney Plus, August 11th.